so here we will be speaking about this helmet here, this bronze helmet here, ceremonial helmet, which is from the Shang Dynasty, a little bit more than 3,000 years, 12th to 11th century. And it has a very similar one, almost identical one, which is in the St. Louis Art Museum in the United States. It has the same size almost, but the one in St. Louis has the finial intact, which is missing here, which has been lost. Otherwise, they share the same characteristics, which is these distinct ears here, which have a kind of a rouillet shape, and then the raised knobs, which are the eyes, and then those two horns here, which are also characteristics for this type of Shang Dynasty beast masks, and the distinct nose ridge here, and the nose, which also has a rouillet shape. And then there is like a little roof here, which then also has these protective elements here on the side. Yeah, one of these here has a little bit of repair here, which has been probably reattached and maybe has also some old fills, so there's a minor repair here. The patina has all the characteristics it should have, which means there's massive encrustation on the inside of this bronze. It has this classic use of malachite and cuprite, and then this, what we say anthracite, this metallic surface that some of the Shang bronzes develop over time, which is here also. And then here it has also this sea green patina hue, which appears also on many Shang Dynasty bronzes. It has, of course, losses and corrosion all along the edges, and as I mentioned already, the losses here. So overall, we see a pretty intact and characteristic patina surface, as we would expect on a piece like that. Still, it has to be said, it's in a remarkably good condition. Again, similar to the piece in St. Louis, and also please note that the piece in St. Louis shares all the patina characteristics with this piece, which probably or essentially tells us that they were made at the same time, probably from the same, exactly the same metal alloy, because that is what eventually turns into this distinct patina image after 3,000 years. It has very good provenance. It comes from the collection of the noted photographer Peter Kuring from Australia, who acquired this a long time ago. And it eventually then went into the hand of John Williams, who was a noted dealer also from Sydney, Australia. So provenance history goes back many decades, and it's overall, I think it adds tremendously to the value of this piece. It's quite light in weight, as you would expect from a helmet, of course, but then still it's pretty solid and resistant. You can see it's actually a pretty massive piece, yeah? And that's the technical cleverness behind this, which astonishes us today, given that already over 3,000 years ago, people had the capacity of making this, and that is quite remarkable. We have put quite a reasonable estimate of 20,000 euros for it. There's been quite a few on the market, but they rarely have those distinct features. Some of them have also a lot more corrosion, and so some of these features are lost, and they sell for different amounts. The ones that we found are all in significantly less well preserved and have sold for amounts between 15, 20, and 30,000 euros. There's another one which has also a museum background. It's this one that has more distinct features. So this is bigger, massive, more massive, and has these really highly raised eyes and embosses here, typical of the Shang Dynasty. But I'd argue that it still fits pretty well into this group overall. And so I think it would be a really good catch if one could acquire this piece, maybe even a museum. And it's a very interesting artifact also in weapon history, to document weapon history over the many centuries and millennia, actually. So I hope you can acquire it, and at our upcoming auction on March the 9th, 2023. Wish you good luck in bidding.